Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today I just got back from the Starbeast screening with the Royal Television Society. Of course, I'm not going to be telling you anything about the episode itself other than it was fantastic, really fun, really entertaining, and I can't wait for you guys to see it on Saturday. I can't wait to watch it again on Saturday. So many great moments, but I just wanted to talk to you about the experience as a whole. But yeah, in terms of my thoughts on the Starbeast, I'll be giving my full thoughts on the 25th once the episode's out, but let me just say, it's fantastic. Russell T Davies has not lost his touch. It was funny, it was emotional, it was so fun. I absolutely loved it from start to finish. Really entertaining. The budget was incredible, but without spoiling anything, I just wanted to say, yeah, this was by far one of the best nights I've had in years, and I say that without a hint of irony. So, obviously there was the screening at the Chapter Arts Theatre, hosted by, I think it was Screen Alliance Wales, in collaboration with Bad Wolf, and you got to watch the episode itself, and there was also a Q&A section with Russell T Davies, Jane Tranter, Stefan Powell, who was Dr. Unleashed, and a few other people who were working at Bad Wolf, or were early in the stages of working at Bad Wolf. And it was really interesting. They talked a lot about the industry and Doctor Who's impact on Wales and how it generated £134 million for the economy, which I thought was incredible to hear. And one thing I will say is that Russell T Davies just sounded so passionate about the whole thing, and there was a lot of talk about bringing new people into the industry and how they've kind of modernised it, but also it still feels very much similar to him, the way he wrote it. It was also lovely to hear from Jane Tranter as well. I also have to give a shout out to, I believe his name was Luke, who was up there on stage, and he also, before the show started, came and asked for a picture. I'll have to follow you on Twitter, you're an absolute legend. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was just the fact that I managed to meet Russell T Davies, Jane Tranter, and Stefan Powell. I only got a picture with Russell, which you can see here, and they were all lovely. And I have to say this because I'm literally beaming at it. Russell T Davies knew who I was. He saw me coming towards him in the little foyer thing where they were doing after drinks and like snacks like peanuts and crisps and what have you. And he said, "Oh my god, fairies!" And I was like, "Oh my god." And he was like, "Oh, did you enjoy it?" He was like, "Oh, did you enjoy it? Please tell me you did." And I said, "Oh yeah, I loved it." And he said, "Oh, that's what you would say. Tell me what you'd say behind your back." And I said, "No, I genuinely loved it." And it was just wild to hear Russell T Davies say fairies. I wonder if it's because of the BBC radio thing. I'm not sure. It did make me think, though. I wonder if he's seen every video, because there were a couple of leaks back in the day that I hope he hasn't seen. But nonetheless, it was lovely to meet him. Julie Gardner also came up and said hello. She said, "Oh, did you enjoy it?" And she also asked me who my favourite Doctor was, to which I said that's a really difficult question, but I did say I loved Tennant because he was fantastic in it. I mean, you all expected that. David and Catherine are on top form. It's such a fun episode. That's my main kind of thoughts. Obviously, you might be able to tell this isn't a very cohesive video in the slightest. My main thoughts are, without getting into spoilers, because obviously I don't want to spoil it until the 25th, and even, you know, they said, like, don't spoil anything until the 25th, so I'm not going to. But I will say, it's a very fun episode. It felt simultaneously like it could slot right into Series 4, whilst also feeling modern as well, which I think was a really good balancing act. The comedy was there, but there were also the emotional moments as well. The emotional moments hit really hard for me. And yeah, and Yasmin Finney as well was absolutely like fantastic. I really enjoyed her performance, and I think Russell said in an interview recently that he wants to work with Yasmin Finney on Doctor Who again, and I would definitely be open to that because I thought she was wonderful. I thought she was really good. And yeah, visually, it looked fantastic. Overall, what I'm getting at is, this was one of the best nights I've ever had as a Doctor Who fan. Seeing a Doctor Who episode early, I've never had that experience before, and I'm so thankful for it. I want to thank the Royal Television Society for putting it on, and I'm so grateful that I managed to grab a ticket, and I'm so grateful to Russell Davies and Jane Tranter and Stefan Powell for taking the time to say hello to everyone after the show as well. It was a lovely experience, genuinely wonderful. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything for you because wait till the 25th, but my spoiler-free kind of reaction is really good. If I had to give it a rating, I'd say 8.5, kind of up there. Really solid. But that's all I wanted to say. Tomorrow, you'll get my thoughts on all the other stuff that's been coming out over the anniversary day, including the new Daleks in colour, as well as the Adventure in Space and Time stuff, which I'm just seeing now, which is incredible. But that's all I have time for. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.